Good morning, everyone. I read an article this morning that just talked about being glad that you met somebody and kind of shared their feelings about someone that they had met. And they didn't know if they were going to end up with a person. And it actually made me think about C and just, you know, just that reality that I missed him. Um, so he was gone all of this weekend because he was at an event that he's doing sports related, and hope he kicks some butt. He really loves the sport and gets super excited about it and enjoys the tournaments that they do. And I also know he's going to be gone for a month back home. And while he was gone, I actually got his support letter in the mail. Now, I got his email already, so he did two things: the email, and he also did a physical letter. And I knew with the physical letters there would be a personal note that he was going to write, so he wrote a really kind note on it. And I've been wanting to help him find other supporters, monthly supporters. So I just wanted to read what he is working on, like what kind of work his nonprofit work will be, so that maybe anyone who might be stumbling onto this and sees this might have a heart for the work that he's doing and would support him monthly. He'd be willing to meet with people one-on-one as well, to kind of share his heart. And so I just wanted to put it out there. So he would work and to do pastoral care, leader development, individual couples and family counseling, consulting, coaching, and group facilitation, helping leaders and lay people practice self-care, conflict resolution and mediation, cross-cultural ministry and reconciliation, sports and recreational ministry. I know there's a lot, but he really is super in line with who he is, and the organization that he works with would allow him to have the freedom to do this work. I was talking to my cousin because I had forwarded her his support letter, and she said to me, I got a chance to read his letter, and I forgot what words she used, but I think it was just that feeling of like, kind of like, too bad it didn't work out because, like, you know, yeah. But honestly, I think it worked out for the best. I think he needed to do what he did for me to grow. So I love NF's time. And in the lyrics of that song, it talks about they just need a little time. Time to, like, figure things out. Time to get right. Time to get healthy. And I think if we didn't end it at that time, would I have grown this much? Possibly, but probably not. Because right now, when I have moments where it's like difficult, like if I feel a particular way, I make note of that and say that's why you're not ready to be with him. Because my personal attachment style, which is anxious preoccupied, has to have the ability to soothe themselves. Like, that's part of, like, I don't know if the word damage, but issue that anxious preoccupied person has done. Like, they haven't learned to soothe themselves. So that's kind of what I'm learning to do. I'm learning how to soothe myself and not freak out about things that I normally would have in the past, to really be at peace and to trust myself and to trust the relationships I have. And so that's that. People have asked me, have you thought about whether or not you guys could end up together again? And I said, well, I have to be honest that sometimes I hope maybe. But I also say maybe, but it's not now. And maybe, but only if I grow and he grows. If I don't grow and he doesn't grow, then maybe it's a no. Because there's no point in getting to have that opportunity or that hope that we would get back together and not actually make changes. Like, there's very real reasons why it did not work out the first time. There were things that came out of me that I was not proud of. And I'm sure there are things that he looks back on and realizes that he needs to work on. Not necessarily, and we're not necessarily working it out for each other, because we don't, like, that's like off the table at this point, right? But we still reveal things to each other about each other that needs work if we're ever going to end up with somebody. But you guys, I'm not going to lie, like, I'd like it to be him. I'd like it to be him. But if I really do this work right, even if it's not him, I'll be okay. I'm so thankful for him. Every time I think about him, I'm thankful for him. I know I'm doing this work. People always say you give him way too much credit as a catalyst for this change. I'm not trying to give him too much credit, but I am so incredibly grateful for him at the same time. So, we'll see. But I have a whole lot of growth that I need to do for me. And I'm doing that work. So, I'm thankful for that.